Well, thank you so much, everyone, for hopping on tonight and joining us tonight. My name's Emily Fitzgerald, and I'm a mom of 3 littles under 6, a holistic health coach with the Abundant Wellness Source. We're just so glad you're here tonight because we know how hard it can be to get 30 minutes to yourself. So we appreciate you hopping on. Because we really believe in you and your family's health, and that's why we invited you here tonight, is to share some tips. We know how hard it is to get your kids to eat veggies, and the struggle is real. So here to share some real life tips and ideas that are really helpful. So we really believe in what we get to do, and that's inspiring healthy living. We get to help other people and ourselves step into our best selves and help families thrive. But before we get started, just a quick tip that you might want to take some notes, or you can do screenshots of all the recipes, because we're going to be sharing lots of tips and tricks and recipes and ideas. So first, I will ask a few questions, and you can actually use a little chat box on the bottom and tell us just a few things. Number 1, who invited you? And 2, tell us why you said yes to coming, something you're interested in learning about on this topic. And number 3, tell us how many fruits and vegetables you think you had today. But first, I'd like you guys to hold up your fist or look at mine, which is like hard in the middle of the screen. But yeah, I like to have people hold up their fist to visually see that this is a serving size. Did you know that? It's crazy to me because we're supposed to have 7 to 13 of these fist-sized servings every single day, and this includes kids, which blows my mind because the fact is that most of us, our family included, don't get anywhere near that. We probably have between 1 and 2 servings a day. Athletes need even more than this to replenish and recover. But the reality is that, even if we are eating those 7 to 13, I have to put it in the middle of my screen, fist-sized servings, we're probably not very consistent, or the variety might be lacking, or sometimes we tend to eat the same things over and over again. We're creatures of habit. So, but we know that fruits and vegetables are the absolute foundation of our health. But from here, you can expand your nutritional palette. And tonight, we just want to share some simple, healthy tips and tricks and actual ways and ideas to sneak more fruits and vegetables into your family this summer. Alrighty, so we're going to be sharing recipes, exciting information about our genes, and some of our family's favorite, not so secret daily regimens in order that guarantee good health. All right, so first up is breakfast, and they say it's the most important meal of the day, and it really is. It's the first meal that we eat after our body's been hibernating for the last 12 hours since our last meal. And what's really fascinating is that when the research studies look at longevity, which is societies that live a longer life, those that live the longest eat their biggest meal at breakfast. So this alone makes me want to load up my kids with a hearty, healthy breakfast each day. So we have a few go-to breakfasts every day. They're easy, nutritious, and delicious that we love. So the first here is monster muffins. We are obsessed with this recipe. We love it. They're so tasty, and they're really easy to just for grab and go breakfast or any day of the week. You can whip them up quickly. I'm not a morning person, so I can't see myself doing this in the morning. Or you can make them Sunday for the week ahead. You can make a batch. And I just love that kids enjoy themed foods. It really motivates them. You call them like green monster muffins or dinosaur muffins, and they love them, and it's fun for them. These are gluten-free, and they can also be vegan, and they're packed with spinach and zucchini, but you would never be able to tell by tasting it. So you can make them holiday theme, like St. Patrick's Day or Christmas, and also as a healthy treat, we sprinkle dairy-free dark chocolate chips on top, and my kids are obsessed. So if you want this recipe, just reach out to the person who invited you tonight, and we'll make sure to get it to you. So on weekends, we love having protein pancakes, and I love these because it's literally just 4 ingredients. And another quick tip is that you can make extras and freeze them for busier days, which I love having grab and go healthy food. That's a great tip right in and of itself. And we use our vanilla complete protein. It's from Juice Plus, and it contains 15 plants like broccoli sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, and spirulina. And it has 8 grams of fiber, which really helps keep us full. And I call it a mom win, adding 15 plants extra for breakfast. And it's just a huge perk for kids averse to veggies, to another way to sneak them in. So the complete protein comes in chocolate and vanilla. So you could even make chocolate pancakes in the morning as a treat. So another great option I love, I just made a batch last night in different flavors, is overnight oats. And I love making them because it takes 5 to 10 minutes. It's super simple. You can make the night before while you're making your kids' meals or lunches. And you can make, for the week ahead. So you can add chia seeds for extra protein and omegas. But if you don't like them, you can not include those. And what makes these really fun is that you can get the kids involved and have them pick out their own toppings. You can do banana or fruit or nuts or dairy-free chocolate chips, and even drizzle maple syrup or honey on them. And you can also serve them, I like them cold personally, but you can heat them up and have it like a hot oatmeal as well. Alrighty. And so here's some other delicious options. We love smoothie bowls. This is another great recipe, and chocolate cherry smoothie, which tastes like dessert. So those are some other great breakfast and snack options. And then after breakfast, if your family's anything like ours, my kids are begging me for snacks, and kids are busy and the days are long. And how many times a day do you hear your kids asking, can I have a snack? Is it lunch yet? What can I eat? So I love these snack trays. They're so colorful, and it's so fun to watch the kids graze on them and eat things they wouldn't normally eat just because it's out. And it's a great idea too for teething babies or toddlers, is these veggie wedges, which is on the far left. They're really simple. You can use anything you want. They're colorful, and you can really just test out different flavors. You can do sweet potato with cinnamon, a firm avocado with wedges. You can do mango with baby cereal and chia seeds, or zucchini with garlic powder. So it's just fun to see and play around with which options they love, which ones are going away most quickly. So another really simple lunch idea that our family is also huge fans of is avocado toast. And you can get extra creative and make little stars or circles and cut the bread in fun shapes. And avocado is just a really great way to get healthy fats that are great for the brain and get that into our kids. So what we love, a little thing to make it fun for kids, is adding sprinkles to try on their toast. So you can do sunflower seeds or sesame seeds, hemp hearts. You can even cut up diced tomatoes, pomegranate seeds in the picture. The options are really endless. Our family's personal favorite is the everything but the bagel spice that you get at Trader Joe's. That's really good for avocado toast. So that's our favorite. And then this last picture here is a new spin on an old favorite. What kid doesn't love tater tots? Let's be honest, and adult. But this is a much healthier version, and you can basically mix potatoes, broccoli, Parmesan cheese, and Italian seasoning together, and you bake them. So it's just much healthier than the traditional fried processed versions. And so if you want this recipe, just please reach out to the person that invited you. All right. Next topic is hydration, which is super important for the summer, because in the summer we just need more water. I don't need to harp on this. We were just talking about how hot it is. We sweat more, and it's hard, even us adults, we forget to stay hydrated, and it's hard to keep the family on top of this. And it's hard to remember ourselves, let alone for our kids. So it's fun to these are 3 tips to just keep you on top of it and keep you hydrated and make it fun. So the first is infused water, which is really fun. You can get creative with this. Pinterest is a great place to find recipes that taste good, and you can let your kids pick out fresh or even frozen fruit and add it to their water. And you can also just buy them a clear cup so that they can see the pretty fruit inside, and it flavors it, and I found that flavoring the water helps just make the kids want to drink more water. Another tip that's really important is adding Himalayan salt or just sodium to keep the body hydrated. And this is because when our bodies sweat, they release our body's natural storage of sodium. So it's important to replenish that because a balanced sodium level is needed to help bring your blood and bring your nutrients and your hydration back when you're exerting yourself. So an idea I do mostly for myself instead of my kids is when I start the day, I have hot lemon water, and I actually put a little bit of Himalayan salt after being dehydrated from sleeping the whole night. So I love starting my day off that way. All right, and then the last, we wanted to share this it's amazing homemade Gatorade recipe, because if any of you guys look closely at the ingredients at the back of a sports drink, yikes is all I have to say. It's filled with corn syrup and dyes, and usually there's a bunch of other ingredients, many of which I can't even pronounce, and they have high amounts of sugar, synthetic colors, which we know can adversely affect our attention and focus and behavior. So these ingredients just seem counterintuitive to me to wanting to keep our kids healthy in the first place. So I love this DIY Gatorade sports drink. It's really easy to do, and you can kind of tailor it to your liking by making the different flavors that you enjoy. But the basics are including those electrolytes in the salt and the salts, which are the compounds you lose when you sweat throughout the day or at kids' practice. So here's a recipe that's good to go for you. And I'll also add that if you want to use like a reusable bottle that's BPA free and invest in one versus like the empty plastic water bottle, we don't need to talk about really why, but your kids won't be bummed that they're missing out on the overhyped sports drink, and we promise that they'll love this recipe. So next thing, I want to transition and talk about why it's so important for us to fuss over what our kids eat. And the reason isn't just because fruits and vegetables are good for you, it's because they're literally so good for us that they can save our life. Have you ever heard of the study of epigenetics? Epigenetics is the study of changes in our gene activity, which are not caused by changes in the DNA sequence. So basically, this means that non-hereditary factors like lifestyle factors, including what we eat, can cause the organism's genes to behave or express themselves differently. So this is this is fascinating to me, because the theory states that basically what our parents and our grandparents eat, how much exercise they did or didn't do, or what chemicals they were exposed to, are all factors that could affect how our bodies look and work, which is crazy to me. Does this raise anyone else's blood pressure a bit, that, the things that our parents and grandparents did can, affect, how we, basically our health overall. So it's fascinating and it's concerning at the same time, but the good news is that it means that we have so much more power in the food that we choose to eat and feed our kids than we ever imagined. It can literally influence our genes. So talk about being able to, leave a legacy for our kids. So, so even if you're done having kids, you can still help your kids make good food and lifestyle choices that will impact your great-grandkids, which is pretty mind-blowing, right? So we know that nutrition can change the way our genes are expressed, and what we consume and what our kids consume can turn on genes that lead to health and longevity. But what we eat can also turn off genes for cancer, heart disease, and other illnesses. I guess that's why they say, let's fight disease with our fork. This knowledge is so powerful that, sorry, my cat is coming up. So yeah, this knowledge is so impactful, and it burdens me for my family and for others. And that's why we're here tonight, to share simple yet powerful information about how you can make healthy changes that can truly have an impact. So small tweaks that you make for your kids could yield important changes their genes, which makes, you know, those frustrating moments at the dinner table trying to get more veggies totally worth it. So if you're interested in more information on this topic, we do have an expert in this field of epigenetics, a short 30-minute video on Juice Plus and epigenetic impact. If you want to watch it, just please reach out to the person who invited you and we can get that information over to you. That was a fascinating talk to learn more about. All right, so let's just wrap up with a few more ideas to get more plants into our kids to affect their genes and future generations. So the first here is a daily smoothie. So in the heat of the summer, but for us, let's be real, all year round even, we love to start our day with a smoothie because it's a healthy snack with tons of nutrition. I shared a really fun layered smoothie here. So you make two and you can layer it. So you can get really creative with them. But you can also stick with simple if that's better for you. I always like to grab extra bananas at the store and peel and half and freeze them. So I always have them in my freezer. And we add them to our smoothies every day to get a creamy, tasty, and frosty smoothie. Another great tip is to keep fresh spinach handy, or we actually use fresh leafy greens that we grow ourselves from our tower garden. But you can also actually freeze your grains and add them to smoothies, which a lot of people don't know about. I just keep them in a Ziploc bag. So that's a great tip too. So your kids will really not know what's there. I add spinach pretty much every day, but I will say if you're having trouble blending up the spinach well, or it's chunky, it might be time to upgrade. And we really do recommend the Vitamix or the Blend Tech. We personally have a Blend Tech, which we love and use every day. It's been totally worth the investment. So definitely would recommend that. Every day we add our Juice Plus complete protein, our plant-based protein, because it's a great source of prebiotics and probiotics that helps with digestion, and it has no preservatives, no artificial food colorings or flavoring, and it's just one of my biggest daily nutritional mom wins. Again, adding 15 plants and helping keep us full, it really makes that smoothie a meal. The next really fun idea is these homemade popsicles, which we've been loving all summer. Have you guys ever tried making popsicles? If so, we'd love to hear some of your favorite flavor combinations in the chat box. We've included a few ideas below, but would love to hear what your favorites are if you've been making them. So you literally just blend up the ingredients listed here, or sometimes I just, I double my normal smoothie and use the rest for a popsicle mix, and you pour into popsicle baggies or a mold and store it in the freezer until the perfect hot summer moment. Your kids won't even know they're eating beets, spinach, and carrots, so that's awesome. And then another healthy hack we love is nice cream, and I just love this recipe right here because who doesn't love ice cream? We all do, right? But most of them have a ton of added sugars and dairy and saturated fat. But this nice cream is a great way to avoid those ingredients and still enjoy ice cream. And the flavor options really are endless. You can do fruity, you can do chocolate, you can do creamy vanilla, and your kids won't miss their old friends. They'll really enjoy this. And you can make it as simple as sometimes we just blend frozen bananas and our Juice Plus complete vanilla, some ice and almond milk, and a little bit of vanilla extract for some quick, nice cream. But I love this recipe right here because it actually contains cauliflower and you can't taste it at all. And cruciferous veggies are really great for reducing the risk of cancer. So let's sneak them in. Why not? All right, now I'm going to stop share for one. Hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for one moment. All right. Alrighty, so the last thing I just wanted to share with you all is my personal story, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Sorry, I'm losing my my slide. All right, so I just wanted to share our story and about how we get to sponsor kids to get nutritional support for free every day, so you guys can too. So we started adding Juice Plus into our health routine 6 years ago because the concept of a simple way to get in more fruits and vegetables just made sense to me. Making this one simple change of adding plant powder capsules daily led me to make even more healthy lifestyle changes. And I've seen huge improvements in my energy, craving more fruits and veggies, and I've had night and day pregnancies and postpartum recoveries with and without Juice Plus since I found out about Juice Plus after my first was 1 year old. It really made a huge difference for me. Our kids rarely get sick, and we haven't needed a sick doctor visit or antibiotics for a cold since we started Juice Plus 5 years ago, which is really mind-blowing and amazing because my son, our oldest, spent the first year of his life sick. So to say it's been life-changing would be an understatement. As a mom, I knew that my kids would get the best start nutritionally if they got these plant powders in utero. So I took these pregnant with my second and third as my prenatal. And like I said, I had a night and day experience compared to my first pregnancy. And I also gave it to them while nursing through breast milk. They were able to get this nutrition. And when my daughters mostly were around 7 months, we would open the capsules up and put into their purees and their food. And my girls have been using the capsules ever since. They love them. They now like chew on them. I pour them in their mouth. But my son and my husband just love the chewables. So, we try to eat healthy every day as a family, but it's just hard to eat what we're supposed to. We definitely don't eat that 7 to 13 fist size servings every single day. So I just love the peace of mind as a mom, knowing my kids are getting this and that I'm getting this and nutrition in my body every day. And I just love also, like I said, that one of the most amazing parts is that I get to sponsor my son totally for free and get this gene-changing nutrition for free for up to 4 years. And when our daughters turn 4, my husband will be able to sponsor one of them for free through our Healthy Starts for Families program. So this is the nutrition that we use every day instead of multivitamins, and we've been using it for 5 years now, and we're just so grateful as parents. I try to be, even as a health coach, and try to be conscious and healthy. We try our best to be healthy and make it, integrate these habits, but we are definitely not perfect. Our days aren't perfect, rarely ever. And so to finish, I just wanted to expand for a moment on our Healthy Starts for Families program to tell you a little bit more, and then we'll wrap up tonight with details on how to get the free guide that we're giving you all for helping on tonight with all the recipes we shared tonight. All right, let me just share my screen with that info. All right. I'm going to share a quick video with you all.
Our Healthy Starts for Families program is a wellness initiative to inspire healthy living at home and teach families how to increase their nutrition by getting in more fruits and vegetables on a daily basis. New dietary guidelines recommend that we eat 7 to 13 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables every day. Being parents ourselves, we know this can be difficult to obtain for a few number of reasons. Picky eaters, limited budgets, busy schedules, or lack of access to fresh produce. This is where Juice Plus steps in and bridges the gap. Fruits and vegetables have an incredible amount of nutrition in them, which is why we figured out a way to take 30 different fruits and veggies, put them into a giant blender, peels, pits, seeds, everything, and grind them down. Then we remove the water and sugar, so the final product is raw powdered nutrition from those fruits and vegetables in a capsule or chewable. The coolest thing is that when you have a child between the ages of 4 years old through college age, they qualify to get this Juice Plus for free for 4 continuous years when an adult is ordering as well. What we noticed with the families that started the Healthy Starts program is that they started to look at other areas of their life too. So what happened is they began to drink more water, they ate less sweets, missed less school, and weren't sick as often, to name a few. Every family's experience is different. When we asked a group of moms what they had noticed in starting their families on Juice Plus, this is what they said.
All right. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. And I wanted to just wrap up that just sharing that, we really believe in that healthy starts at home and how powerful that is, that we have the ability to make a big impact by the choices we make at home. And that's why we have this limited time offer and program that really empowers families to make healthy choices, from good nutrition to hydration to staying active to getting enough sleep. And we know that good habits don't have to be hard, and with Juice Plus, you can just simply add in more good into your life. So really cool program that's going on right now, that this month, not only can kids get this nutrition free, but any new adult Healthy Starts for Families customer can order a one-time order of your choice of French vanilla or Dutch chocolate complete by Juice Plus. It's a 15 serving pouch for just $5 to cover the cost of shipping and handling. So this is available in the US and Canada, and we love this program and special offer because we want as many families to experience one simple way to get more plants in their kids through our complete protein. We know that through this program, there's little investment to try it. It's basically free with the cost of shipping. And we know that once you try it, you'll love it and want to include it in your family's healthy eating routine every day. So let's get started and give you some direction on how to move forward, because by now we've given you a lot of education and you're probably inspired to move forward in some way, shape, or form. So we have 3 options for you tonight to consider, and the person who invited you will follow up. So the first is you can enjoy our free community of resources. As a thank you for joining tonight, you guys will all be gifted our Start Strong for Kids guide with all these recipes that we shared tonight. It's a digital resource for you guys to just take alongside your family's health journey. And so just reach out to the person who invited you in the next day or 2, or feel free to reach out and ask for it. And we just hope you enjoy the resources and education shared tonight. The second is consider joining the Family Healthy Starts limited time promotion going on right now. It's basically a buy one, get 2 free going on right now. And when you become a customer as an adult, you get your own whole food capsules or gummies. You get to sponsor a child in your life ages 4 through college to get the fruits and veggies for free for up to 4 years, which is amazing. It doesn't have to be a family member, by the way. It can be a niece or nephew or a friend in your life. You just provide their full name and their date of birth, and then you also get your choice of the shakes, the chocolate or vanilla. So that's amazing. And then our final choice is that you can actually become your own customer by joining the Abundant Wellness Source, and you'll get paid back on your own order, and you'll also get Juice Plus for the best price. And I love this option, and this is what I did myself when I first signed up. And this, because if it makes a lot of sense if your entire family decides to get all the recommended products, or if you help 2 other people eat Juice Plus too, because you'll get paid on your own orders and anyone you refer. The company will also give you a $50 thank you check, and moving forward, you'll get Juice Plus at the best price, which is amazing. So I personally think this is the best option because you'll get more nutrition. The people you love will get it too, and we know that people need more nutrition right now, and we're just not eating what we should. And you'll also get over $200 from the company for sharing this gift, which I call a win-win. So me thinking about which option makes sense for you and what you're comfortable with moving forward with. My family personally has the fruit, vegetable, and berry blend. We also have a plant-based omega that I use every day. It's great for brain development and brain health. And we definitely have at least 1 or 2 or 3 scoops of our complete protein every single day. We have a Tower Garden home where we grow our own organic fruits and vegetables. And the best part is everything here today is under the cost of a fancy cup of coffee per day, which is amazing. So take this time to consider what option makes the most sense for you to get started, and the person who invited you will be following up to make sure you get our amazing Kids Start Strong guide and answer any questions you might have if we don't get to them on the chat tonight. So we'd love to invite you to start putting more fruits and vegetables and using these awesome tips and recipes, and share this with your friends so that they can get off on the right foot for the summer. We're trying to help 100 families get this nutrition this summer. That's our personal mission. So you can also check out Abundant Wellness Source. We're on Instagram for more resources, and you can check out our website as well. So thank you all so much for being here tonight, and have an amazing week.